Tohan, a tall and strong man with a calm demeanor, begins his journey across a serene field. The lush grass sways gently in the breeze, and wildflowers dot the landscape. Tohan reflects on his life in the nearby village, feeling a sense of contentment, mixed with a subtle longing for something more. As he walks, he notices various small animals scurrying about, unaware of the danger that lurks nearby. As Tohan reaches the middle of the field, he spots a majestic tiger emerging from the tall grass. The tiger's orange and black stripes gleam in the sunlight, its powerful muscles rippling beneath its coat. Tohan's heart races as he realizes the imminent danger. The tiger's eyes lock onto Tohan, and a tense moment passes before the beast lets out a thunderous roar, shattering the peaceful atmosphere of the field. Tohan's practical nature kicks in as he quickly assesses his surroundings and decides to flee. He turns and runs with all his might, his strong legs carrying him swiftly across the field. The tiger gives chase, its powerful strides closing the distance between them. Tohan can hear the tiger's heavy breathing and the thud of its paws on the ground behind him. As he runs, Tohan notices the terrain changing, becoming more rugged and elevated. Tohan's flight leads him to a sudden precipice overlooking a deep ravine. He skids to a halt, nearly losing his balance at the edge. The tiger is mere moments behind him. In a split-second decision, Tohan spots a wild vine growing over the cliff face. Using his strength, he grabs the vine and swings himself over the edge, just as the tiger's claws swipe through the air where he had been standing. Tohan clings to the vine, his muscles straining to hold his weight. He can feel the rough texture of the vine against his palms. Above him, the tiger paces at the edge of the cliff, occasionally peering down at Tohan and letting out frustrated growls. Tohan takes deep breaths, trying to calm his racing heart and maintain his grip on the vine. He looks up at the tiger, then down at the long drop below him, realizing the precariousness of his situation. As Tohan looks down, searching for a possible escape route, his eyes widen in shock. At the bottom of the ravine, he spots another tiger, equally as fierce as the one above. This second tiger paces back and forth, its eyes fixed on Tohan, clearly waiting for him to fall. Tohan's mind races as he realizes he's trapped between two deadly predators, with only the thin vine keeping him from certain death. As Tohan hangs from the vine, his arms beginning to ache, he notices movement near the top of the cliff. Two mice, one white and one black, emerge from a small crevice in the rock face. They scurry towards the vine, seemingly oblivious to Tohan's predicament. Tohan watches with growing concern as the mice approach the vine, their tiny noses twitching curiously. To Tohan's horror, the mice begin to gnaw at the vine. The white mouse takes the day shift, while the black mouse works through the night. Tohan can hear the soft sound of their teeth working away at the fibers of the vine. He feels the vine weakening ever so slightly with each passing hour. Tohan's practical mind calculates how long the vine might hold, while his inner calm begins to waver in the face of this new threat. As the mice continue their relentless gnawing, Tohan feels the passage of time acutely. The sun rises and sets, casting long shadows across the ravine. The tigers above and below remain vigilant, their patience seemingly endless. Tohan's strength begins to wane, his muscles trembling from the prolonged exertion. He closes his eyes, trying to draw upon his inner reserves of strength and wisdom to face his seemingly inevitable fate. As Tohan opens his eyes, resigning himself to his fate, a flash of red catches his attention. Growing from a small crevice in the cliff face, mere inches from where he hangs, is a single, perfectly ripe strawberry. Its vibrant color stands out against the dull gray of the rock, and Tohan can almost smell its sweet aroma. For a moment, he forgets about the tigers and the mice, his focus entirely on this unexpected discovery. Tohan contemplates the strawberry, weighing his options. He knows that to reach for it would mean letting go of the vine with one hand, potentially hastening his fall. Yet the allure of tasting something so sweet in what might be his final moments is overwhelming. Drawing upon his wisdom, Tohan realizes that this small pleasure might be the last thing he ever experiences. With a deep breath, he makes his decision. With great care, Tohan shifts his weight and reaches out with one hand towards the strawberry. His fingers brush against its leaves before grasping the small fruit. He plucks it gently from its stem and brings it to his lips. As he bites into the strawberry, an explosion of flavor fills his mouth. The sweetness is intense, heightened by the gravity of his situation. Tohan closes his eyes, savoring every aspect of this small, perfect strawberry, its taste, its scent, its texture. In this moment, despite the danger surrounding him, Tohan finds a profound sense of peace and appreciation for life's simple pleasures.